And welcome into Free4All. I'm Jeff Cole. We're going full tilt NASCAR content tonight ahead of Sunday's Daytona 500 right here on Fox 4. Coming up, former Daytona champ Kurt Busch will join the show. And a special follow-up to a story we brought you last February, my interview tonight with Emmitt Smith and Jesse Iwuji about their newly formed NASCAR team. But before all of that, it's hockey time to start this show. The Stars visiting the Blackhawks. No scoring in regulation, no scoring in overtime. That means shootout. Tyler Seguin, a chance to win it, but gets denied. After a Jake Ottinger save for Dallas, Alexander Radulov's turn. He's stopped by Marc-Andre Fleury. Rope Hintz tries his move. No, sir. Fleury pokes that away. We go to a sixth round of the shootout. The rookie Jacob Peterson, of all people, the one to end this thing in a good way for Dallas, as the Stars scored their seventh overtime win of the year, 1-0 in a shootout. Major League Baseball's lockout situation doesn't seem to be screaming towards a resolution anytime soon. Today, MLB postponing the first week of spring training. Games were supposed to start February 26th. The league and the Players Association say they're prepared to meet several times next week. Now, if the lockout ends before more games need to be scratched, the Texas Rangers would be slated to start spring training against the Dodgers on March 5th. And in other, let's just say, non-news type of sports news, the College Football Playoff Board announced today it will not expand the playoff to more than 4 teams anytime before 2026. The committee couldn't agree unanimously on a way to move to a 12-team tournament, which had been the talked about alternative. The CFP is in the final 2 years of its 12-year-old deal with ESPN. Well, last February, we first told you about NASCAR driver and Carrollton native Jesse Iwuji's mission to try and create more opportunities for minorities to succeed in the sport. At the time, Dallas Cowboys Hall of Famer Emmitt Smith had become one of Iwuji's sponsors, what certainly appeared to be a first step towards potentially getting more involved with both NASCAR and Iwuji. Here's a part of our conversation from 1 year ago.
Me and some partners, and we're working on trying to see if we can create that.
Is that something you would be interested in being a part of?
Yeah, why not?
Did that spark any thoughts in your mind that, hey, maybe we'll know you as Emmitt Smith, NASCAR team owner someday?
Well, you never know what's in the future and what the future may hold.
Well, since our story, Emmitt has decided to officially team up with Jesse as the co-owner of Jesse Iwuji Motorsports, a new NASCAR team. The partnership will now allow Iwuji to race full-time this season on the Xfinity Series for the first time in his career, starting with Saturday's season opener at Daytona International Speedway. I'm joined now by Jesse Iwuji and Emmitt Smith. Great to have you both back here on Free4All. See you there ahead of Daytona weekend. Jesse, let me start with you. Since 2018, you've been a part-time NASCAR driver, and now for the first time, you will get to race full-time on the Xfinity Series, 33 races. How can you put into words what it means to have that opportunity? Thanks in a big way now to the guy sitting next to you, Emmitt Smith, your new co-owner of your new team.
Yeah, no, it's an absolute blessing to have this opportunity. We're going to have ownership in NASCAR. We can utilize it for other opportunities off the track.
Emmitt, when we talked last year, it was clear to me how much respect you have for Jesse, his backstory, and his mission here. Tell me a little bit more about the learning process here so far for you. What type of research and time have you put in to this decision to commit to go all in on this race team?
The research, a lot of the business stuff that I've learned over the last 20-some years since I've been in business, those are some of the things I'm trying to apply here, or even business dealings that could spin off from this. I'm all in.
So, Jesse, tell me a little bit more about the dynamic there, because here we are the day before race day. Has Emmitt imparted any of his competitor advice on you so far?
Yeah, no, he was asking me, what's my pregame, rituals and what I like to do, what's my pregame meals and all that stuff. And I was describing to him, like, how different it is from football.
This is something new for me, but I've been to races before, but never from this position.
Emmitt, you talk about the differences between the two sports, but you guys were trying to mix one element of it, trying to put that number 22 that you made so iconic on the car. I know that number already taken, though, on the Xfinity Series. Instead, you guys will be driving the 34 car, and that in itself is very special in another way. As you guys know, that number belonged to Wendell Scott, the first African-American driver to ever win a Cup Series race. Emmitt, let me start with you. What will it mean to see your team take the track for the first time Saturday, representing that number and that legacy left behind by Wendell Scott?
No, it would mean a lot. I mean, I'm getting chills right now just thinking about how you just described it and how you placed it. Jesse and I both understand we're standing on the shoulders of giants.
And Jesse, just adding to that, what will it mean to you to take that 34 out on the track at Daytona here during Black History Month at that?
It's definitely huge for sure. And share the same message, share the same mission so that we can be the best we can always be.
Yep.
That is so well said. And going off of that thought, Jesse, I want to follow up on a big picture concept that we talked about last year. Your mission here, bigger than trying to just go win races. You told me you want to help bridge that gap that's gotten in the way of so many minority drivers who have tried to advance in this sport over the years. Now that you've taken this major step here with Emmitt starting this team, what's the next step in that blueprint in your mind to bridge that gap?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different gaps. There's a lot of different things that are stopping young drivers. Some of the teams haven't maybe had the time or maybe really wanted to try to fix those issues.
Let's end on this, guys. Emmitt, here you are. It's a new team, a new sport, but the ball's not in your hands this time. What do you think Saturday will be like for you watching the action? Do you think you'll be nervous?
Yeah, well, I think I will be a little nervous. So I'm going to be nervous for him as well because I want to see him succeed.
Jesse, any race day advice for your partner here?
Race day advice, just patience is key. In order to finish first, you must first finish. So that's the motto of this team. Patience, patience, patience. So that's what we're all going to have. That's what we're going to learn this weekend.
Awesome, man. So much fun talking with you guys again here. Congrats on launching the team. Good luck Saturday. And let's please catch up when the 34 car makes its way here to Texas Motor Speedway. Jesse Iwuji, Emmitt Smith, thanks so much for coming here on Free4All.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
More NASCAR coming your way. Daytona was a place where Kurt Busch had close calls for years before 2017 when he finally won. He talks next on Free4All. All right, welcome back to Free4All now. Sam Gannon here joining me, and we're also joined by a guy who will be behind the wheel Sunday at the Daytona 500, Kurt Busch. Great to have you here on Free4All.
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate you having me on.
So you won Daytona back in 2017. I know that was a big deal, winning on that final lap, which was really exciting. Take me back to what Daytona week is like. What does it feel like, and the excitement heading into this first big race of the year?
It's a championship in reverse.
You're part of 23XI Racing, which is a relatively new team. You and Bubba Wallace, the two drivers. As we know, Michael Jordan is an owner. What has that experience being a part of that team been like so far?
It's been incredible to build it from the ground up.
Kurt, great to have you on the show, my man.
Yes,
thank you, guys.
Some golf to finish tonight. Round 2 Genesis Open. Jordan Spieth on 11. The Eagle has landed. He's in 4th, headed to the weekend. Special thanks again to our NASCAR guests tonight, Emmitt Smith, Jesse Iwuji, and Kurt Busch. And as always, thanks to you for watching Free4All. That's a wrap tonight. I'm Jeff Kolb. Good night.